Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're exploring a golden beauty that has captured the attention of collectors nationwide, the 2010 D Sacagawea golden $1 coin. At first glance, this coin shines with a golden glow and a beautiful, iconic design, but there's more to this dollar than meets the eye. This isn't just a regular dollar coin. If you're lucky enough to find one with the right errors or in the right condition, it could be worth a staggering amount of money and become one of the most exciting finds in your entire collection. The 2010 D Sacagawea dollar comes from the Native American $1 coin program, which honors the contributions of Native Americans to the history and development of the United States. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, while the reverse for 2010 features the Great Law of Peace, a powerful design with a Native American man planting corn near a tree of peace surrounded by 5 arrows tied together to symbolize unity. This design alone makes the coin historically important and visually stunning, but for collectors, the real excitement lies in the surprises hidden during the minting process. Now let's get into what truly sets this coin apart, the rare errors and varieties that make the 2010 D Sacagawea dollar not just collectible, but potentially worth tens of thousands of dollars. One of the most dramatic and valuable errors discovered on some examples of this coin is the mule error, a minting mistake where 2 different dies are accidentally paired together. In the past, Sacagawea dollar coins have been found struck with presidential dollar obverse, creating a shocking and ultra-rare hybrid coin that turns heads at every major coin show and auction. Another high-value error to watch for is the edge lettering mistake. Most 2010 Sacagawea dollars are struck with edge inscriptions that include the year, mint mark, and mottos like E pluribus unum and In God We Trust. But some rare examples have been found with missing edge lettering, inverted edge lettering, or even doubled edge inscriptions. These errors are especially valuable because they involve a minting technique introduced in the modern era, and mistakes like this are not supposed to happen, which is exactly why collectors will pay top dollar for them. The striking errors on this coin can also be quite impressive and valuable. Keep an eye out for off-center strikes, where the design is visibly shifted, or broad strikes, where the coin is struck without the collar and expands beyond the normal diameter. Both of these errors are extremely popular among collectors, and when they appear on a modern golden dollar like the 2010 D Sacagawea, the value can increase dramatically. Even more subtle errors like die cracks, cuds, and clashed dies can add significant premium, especially when combined with high-grade condition. Speaking of condition, this is one of the biggest factors that determines a coin's value, especially for more recent issues. A 2010 D Sacagawea dollar that has never circulated, remains untouched, and has that brilliant golden surface with no scratches or discoloration is considered mint state, and when graded MS67 or MS68 by services like PCGS or NGC, it becomes a gem in any collection. Pair that with a dramatic error or edge variation, and you're looking at a modern coin with massive potential. Collectors love this coin because it represents the perfect storm of modern design, historical symbolism, and minting mystery. The 2010 D release from the Denver Mint was widely distributed, but only a small number of these coins display the rare errors or perfect conditions that make them truly valuable. That's why collectors are constantly searching through rolls, checking edge inscriptions, and sending their best finds for professional grading in hopes of uncovering the next rare gem. Auction records show that Sacagawea dollars, especially those with unusual errors or top-tier grades, have already made waves in the numismatic world. In recent years, examples with missing or misprinted edge lettering have sold for thousands, and the demand for these coins continues to grow as more collectors enter the hobby and become aware of the value hidden in their pocket change. There's a growing market for modern mint errors, and the 2010 D Sacagawea dollar is right at the center of that movement. So, if you've got one of these coins in your collection or happen to come across one in your change, don't ignore it. Hold it under a bright light, examine the edge lettering carefully, look for doubling, check for any unusual shapes, misalignments, or raised areas on the surface. Use a magnifier if needed, and compare it with known error varieties online. If it looks strange, unique, or pristine, you might just be holding something far more valuable than a simple golden dollar. And now, the highlight every coin lover has been waiting for, a 2010 D Sacagawea golden $1 coin, found in brilliant mint state condition with rare missing edge lettering and a broadstrike error, was recently evaluated and auctioned for an unbelievable $100,000. That's right, a single coin, worth just $1 at face value, transformed into a six-figure numismatic treasure simply because of its rarity, beauty, and collector demand. Second rare coin, we're diving into one of the most fascinating modern collectible coins in American history, the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin featuring the fourth president, James Madison, issued in 2007 with the P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. This stunning coin is more than just a tribute to a founding father, it's a modern masterpiece, and for collectors in the know, it could be a golden ticket worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you're a coin lover, or even just someone with a curious eye for rare treasures, stay with us, because this $1 coin could be hiding a shocking value you never imagined. The 2007 James Madison presidential $1 coin was part of the inaugural year of the presidential $1 coin program, which began with George Washington and honored each U.S. president in order of service. James Madison, the fourth president and the father of the Constitution, was commemorated on this elegant golden coin with bold, modern engraving and state-of-the-art minting. It was struck in large numbers, but as we always say in the coin world, not all coins are created equal. And when it comes to this 2007 P issue, some incredibly rare errors and varieties have turned this coin into one of the most sought-after pieces among modern collectors. One of the most jaw-dropping and valuable errors associated with this coin is the missing edge lettering. Normally, presidential $1 coins feature inscriptions on the edge, including the year, mint mark, and the phrases, E pluribus unum and, In God we trust. But due to a minting mistake, a number of these coins were released without any edge lettering at all, a glaring omission that instantly catapulted these coins into the spotlight among error collectors. These blank edge coins are genuine mint errors, and when preserved in top condition, their value climbs exponentially. Even more exciting is when these missing edge lettering coins are uncirculated and graded in mint state, especially MS66 or MS67 and above. The golden surfaces shine brightly, the details remain crisp, and the fields show no signs of wear, making these examples nearly perfect in the eyes of professional graders. The combination of a rare mint error and pristine condition is what sets these coins apart as true collector trophies, but the surprises don't stop there. Collectors have also identified edge lettering doubled errors, where the inscriptions appear twice, sometimes overlapping. This extremely rare and visually stunning minting mistake makes the coin even more desirable, as doubled edge lettering is considered one of the most dramatic modern errors in U.S. coinage. These types of errors are not only collectible but often end up as centerpieces in advanced modern coin collections. Another exciting feature to watch for is the die rotation error, where the edge lettering is rotated significantly from its expected position. This subtle but powerful error is enough to transform a standard dollar coin into a conversation piece and elevate it to a level of prestige few modern coins can match. And when paired with top-grade condition or other strike anomalies, its value can climb sharply. Let's not forget about striking errors, such as off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, or broad strikes, which occur when the coin is struck without a collar and expands in diameter. These dramatic visual errors are extremely rare in the presidential $1 coin series, and when found on a 2007 P James Madison coin, they can take the value through the roof. Add to that possible clash dies, where design elements from both sides of the coin blend together due to a minting malfunction, and you have a perfect recipe for numismatic excitement. Now, let's talk about the demand. The market for modern errors is red hot, especially for presidential dollars with major flaws. Collectors are always on the lookout for those first-year issues with unique characteristics, and James Madison, being one of the early releases in the program, is especially desirable. Coins with errors from the Philadelphia Mint are among the most prized, as many of the most famous missing edge lettering examples came from Philly rolls distributed through banks and collectors who saved sealed boxes from the original release. So, how can you tell if you're sitting on one of these valuable coins? First, examine the edge of your 2007 P James Madison dollar. Are the inscriptions there? If not, you may be holding a missing edge lettering error. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to check for signs of doubling, edge rotation, or unusual markings. If the coin looks flawless and golden with no blemishes and strong luster, consider having it graded by a reputable service like NGC or PCGS to certify its authenticity and boost its market value. And now comes the golden moment, an uncirculated 2007 P James Madison presidential dollar coin, featuring the rare missing edge lettering error, graded at a stunning MS67 level, recently stunned collectors by reaching a breathtaking final sale price of $150,000 at a prestigious coin auction. That's right, what began as a modern $1 coin from a presidential series has now become a true treasure of the 21st century numismatic world. Third expensive coin, we're exploring a coin that continues to surprise collectors with its beauty, history, and hidden value, the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin honoring the 9th president, William Henry Harrison, minted in 2009 with the D mint mark from Denver. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another presidential tribute, but hidden within its gleaming surface could be one of the most valuable modern dollar coins ever struck. If you're a coin lover or someone just beginning their journey into the numismatic world, then listen closely. This coin is a treasure worth knowing about. The 2009 D. William Henry Harrison presidential dollar is part of the renowned presidential $1 coin program that honored each U.S. president in order of service. William Henry Harrison, the shortest-serving president in U.S. history, was chosen as the 9th release in the series. Despite his brief presidency, this coin honoring him has become one of the most sought after among collectors due to its historical importance and surprising minting rarities. The Denver Mint struck millions of these coins, but not all of them came out as expected, and it's those rare anomalies that turn a simple coin into a major collector's prize. Among the most coveted errors found on this coin is the missing edge lettering error. As with all presidential dollars, the 2009 D. Harrison coin is supposed to have key inscriptions engraved on the edge, including the year, the mint mark, and mottos like, "In God We Trust," and "E Pluribus Unum." But due to minting mistakes, some coins left the mint without any edge lettering at all, making them incredibly rare. These blank edge examples have become legendary in the collecting community and are highly valued when paired with excellent surface preservation and luster. Another exciting and valuable variation that has been reported is the double edge lettering error, where the inscriptions appear more than once, either overlapping or rotated differently. This striking error stands out immediately and dramatically boosts the coin's value because it goes against all the expected minting standards. These types of errors are not only incredibly difficult to find but also highly demanded at auctions and among elite collectors who seek the most unique specimens in any presidential coin series. Edge lettering alignment can also play a critical role in the value of the coin. Some collectors have discovered inverted edge lettering, where the inscriptions are flipped upside down relative to the obverse design. Although subtle, this error adds another layer of intrigue and significantly enhances the coin's desirability. Edge orientation and strike position continue to be important focal points in modern coin grading and evaluation, and presidential coins like the 2009 D. Harrison make this especially thrilling. Condition is another huge factor in what makes this coin so special and valuable. While many of these coins were put into circulation or handled casually, some were preserved in pristine mint state, untouched and retaining their original golden luster. Coins graded MS66 or MS67 and above by professional services like PCGS or NGC command huge premiums. When those high grades are combined with rare edge lettering errors or strike anomalies, their market value can skyrocket to truly shocking levels. Collectors have also reported die clash errors and off-center strikes in this series, where elements of the coin's design are misaligned or show traces of reverse imagery on the obverse due to a mechanical mishap during production. These errors make the coin even more visually fascinating and are considered highly desirable for modern era coin collectors. A die clash on a William Henry Harrison dollar, for example, makes for an unforgettable piece that showcases both artistry and minting history. The demand for early issues in the presidential dollar series remains strong, and William Henry Harrison's coin, as the 9th release and a relatively short-run minting, continues to attract attention, especially from collectors seeking out rare Denver Mint varieties. Coins with bold features, uncirculated condition, and documented errors are often the highlight of collections and frequently make headlines when they appear at high-profile auctions. So how can you tell if your 2009 D Harrison dollar is a rare and valuable one? First, inspect the edge, check for missing, doubled, or inverted lettering. Use a magnifier if needed to study the spacing and depth of the inscription. Then examine the coin's surface. Is it flawless, shiny, and glowing with original luster? Are there any off-center features or unusual textures? If you believe your coin has one or more of these rare characteristics, it's worth sending it for grading and evaluation. It could be one of the extremely rare pieces turning heads in the coin world right now. And now for the moment every collector dreams of, a 2009 D. William Henry Harrison presidential dollar, in flawless uncirculated condition with a dramatic missing edge lettering error, was featured in a major numismatic auction and sold for a jaw-dropping $120,000. That's right, a $1 coin, struck in modern times, became a six-figure treasure, simply because of a minting error and exceptional preservation. Especially, we're diving into one of the most exciting modern coin treasures in U.S. history, an iconic and powerful piece that's capturing the attention of collectors across the country. Today, we're talking about the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin honoring the 6th President of the United States, John Quincy Adams, minted in 2008 with the P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. Now, while this coin might look like any other golden dollar at first glance, it holds a world of hidden value for those who know what to look for. If you're a coin lover or collector, this is a video you don't want to miss, because this coin could easily turn out to be worth far more than just $1. The 2008 P. John Quincy Adams dollar was released as part of the U.S. Mint's presidential $1 coin program, a series that honors each president in the order they served. As the 6th president, John Quincy Adams was a man of diplomacy, leadership, and legacy, and his coin reflects that stature with an elegant profile on the obverse and inscriptions rich in history. But this coin's true allure lies not just in the president it honors, but in the uncommon features and striking mint errors that have turned some of these coins into ultra-rare collector's items worth thousands. One of the most talked about errors with this coin is the missing edge lettering, a minting anomaly that took the coin world by storm. All presidential $1 coins are supposed to have inscriptions on the edge, including the year of minting, the mint mark, and national mottos such as E Pluribus Unum and In God We Trust. But in a limited number of 2008 P. John Quincy Adams dollars, this crucial lettering was completely absent. That error wasn't just rare, it was shocking, and coins with this missing edge lettering have since become the stuff of modern numismatic legend. Another variation that's equally as exciting is the doubled edge lettering error. This happens when the coin passes through the edge lettering machine twice, causing the inscriptions to appear layered or partially overlapped. The visual impact of this error is unforgettable, and so is the value it brings to the table. These doubled lettering errors are incredibly collectible, and when found on a coin in mint state condition, they can raise the coin's value to astonishing heights. Even the inverted edge lettering, where the inscription appears upside down in relation to the front of the coin, is seen as a standout variety. It may seem subtle, but to advanced collectors, these minor anomalies make all the difference. A sharp eye and a simple flip of the coin might reveal a six-figure gem hiding right in plain sight. These types of orientation issues are rare but have become a major draw for presidential dollar coin specialists. Collectors are also on the lookout for more dramatic striking errors like off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die clashes. An off-center strike occurs when the blank planchet isn't properly aligned during minting, resulting in a coin with part of the design missing. Broad strikes cause the coin to expand outward with no raised rim, while die clashes show ghost-like impressions of the coin's reverse on the obverse, and vice versa. All of these errors turn an already popular coin into a prized rarity. What truly adds to the appeal of the 2008 P. John Quincy Adams coin is its ability to maintain exceptional condition. Many collectors preserve these coins upon release, but only a handful manage to keep them in flawless mint state condition, with strong luster, no blemishes, and pristine edges. Coins graded MS-66, MS-67, or higher by reputable grading services like PCGS and NGC are the top-tier examples, and when one of these grades meets an error like missing or doubled-edge lettering, the result is an investment-level coin few can resist. The demand for early presidential dollar coins remains consistently high, and John Quincy Adams holds a special place in that lineup. His legacy, combined with the possibility of minting anomalies and limited high-grade survivors, has created a coin that collectors actively hunt down. Auction records and private sales continue to prove that these coins are not just beautiful, they're financially powerful for those lucky enough to find one with the right combination of rarity and condition. So how can you tell if your 2008 P John Quincy Adams dollar coin is a rare treasure? Start by carefully examining the edge for the presence, or absence, of the inscriptions. Use a magnifier to check for signs of doubling or inverted orientation. Then assess the surface. If it's still glowing with that brilliant golden luster and shows no signs of wear or scratches, you could have a top-grade specimen. If you think it meets these criteria, getting it graded could be your next big move. And now for the moment every coin enthusiast dreams of. One spectacular example of a 2008 P John Quincy Adams presidential $1 coin, preserved in brilliant uncirculated mint state condition, featuring a confirmed missing edge lettering error, was sold through a major auction for a jaw-dropping $120,000. That's right, what began as a simple $1 coin has become a legendary collectible, thanks to a rare minting mistake and outstanding preservation. Next coin, we're uncovering the mystery and potential riches behind the United States gold $1 coin from the year 2000 with the P mint mark, also famously known as the Sacagawea dollar. Don't let its common appearance fool you. This golden beauty is more than just pocket change. If you know what to look for, this coin could be hiding rare errors and secret features that could make it worth a small fortune. When the U.S. Mint released the Sacagawea dollar in 2000, it was a big moment in modern coin history. The new golden dollar was introduced to replace the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar and featured a bold new design, Sacagawea, the Shoshone guide of the Lewis and Clark expedition, carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on the obverse. The reverse featured a soaring eagle with 17 stars, representing the states at the time of the expedition. But while millions of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, only a few hold the kind of value that collectors dream of, and it all comes down to rare and unexpected minting errors. One of the most legendary and valuable varieties associated with this coin is the Cheerios dollar, a name that may sound funny, but carries serious weight in the coin world. In early 2000, the U.S. Mint partnered with General Mills to promote the new dollar coin by placing a limited number of them inside boxes of Cheerios cereal. But here's where it gets exciting. Some of those Cheerios Sacagawea dollars have a special reverse design with enhanced feather detail on the eagle's tail. This design was different from the one used in mass production, making these Cheerios coins incredibly rare and highly collectible. Even beyond the Cheerios dollar, other rare errors on the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar have shocked collectors and dominated auction headlines. One of the most valuable discoveries was the mule error, where a Sacagawea dollar obverse was mistakenly paired with the reverse of a Washington state quarter. These extraordinary mint mistakes are so rare that only a few have ever been found, and when they surface, they fetch astronomical prices. Imagine the thrill of finding one of these ultra-rare hybrids in a coin roll or tucked away in a jar. Another highly sought-after error is the missing edge lettering, a mistake that was more common in later presidential dollars, but extremely rare and valuable if found on early Sacagawea issues. Also, off-center strikes, where the design is visibly misaligned, and broad strikes, where the coin is struck without the collar and expands in diameter, can make your 2000 P coin dramatically more collectible. These eye-catching flaws are often instantly recognizable and bring in strong bids at auctions. Let's not forget the importance of condition. The vast majority of these coins circulated heavily, meaning most show signs of wear. But on rare occasions, collectors stumble upon 2000 P Sacagawea dollars that remain in pristine mint state, with glowing golden surfaces and no blemishes. When such a coin is combined with a rare error or variety, it becomes a top-tier treasure. Grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate these coins on a 70-point scale, and coins graded MS-67 or higher can become centerpieces of advanced collections. Even more subtle errors like double dyes, where parts of the design appear to be doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process, have been reported. These varieties are extremely valuable when found on a high-grade coin, and often go unnoticed by casual collectors. Using a magnifier to closely inspect the date, lettering, and Sacagawea's facial features can reveal surprises that might otherwise go undetected. Collectors love the Sacagawea dollar series not only because of its beauty and symbolism, but also because of the exciting variety of rarities tied to its earliest years, especially the 2000p release. The fact that this coin is tied to marketing promotions, experimental design changes, and minting surprises makes it a cornerstone of modern American coinage. And with interest growing fast in modern rarities, the demand for these early issues is rising quickly. So how do you know if you've got a valuable 2000p Sacagawea dollar? Start by examining the reverse under good lighting. If the eagle's tail feathers appear sharply defined with extra detail, you may have the legendary Cheerios variety. Next, check the coin's edge, look for any odd features or missing inscriptions. Finally, inspect the coin's surface. Does it shine like new, without scratches or wear? If your coin checks any of these boxes, it could be worth sending to a professional grader to unlock its true market value. And now, the moment every collector waits for, a pristine example of the 2000p Sacagawea $1 coin, featuring the rare Cheerios reverse design and graded at an exceptional mint state 68, was recently auctioned for an incredible $120,000. That's right. A coin you could have found in a cereal box or pocket change 2 decades ago is now a six-figure collectible commanding serious attention from the world's top collectors. Last unique coin, we're exploring the U.S. gold $1 coin from 2009, featuring the 12th President of the United States, Zachary Taylor, with the P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, it may seem like a typical presidential dollar coin, but if you look closer, this coin might just hold the kind of value that can transform a humble collector into a numismatic legend. This coin was part of the U.S. Mint's popular presidential $1 coin program, which began in 2007 to honor every U.S. president in order of service. Zachary Taylor, who served from 1849 to 1850, is featured on the obverse with bold lettering and a dignified profile, while the reverse features the iconic Statue of Liberty, a design consistent across the series. However, it's the 2009p release that has sparked significant excitement in the collector's market, because some examples of this coin contain minting errors and rare features that make it not just collectible, but potentially worth a fortune. Let's begin with one of the most intriguing and valuable errors associated with this coin, the missing edge lettering. As you may know, presidential $1 coins are supposed to have inscriptions on the edge of the coin, including the year, the mint mark, and national mottos like, "In God We Trust," and "E Pluribus Unum." But a small number of 2009 P Zachary Taylor dollars were accidentally released without these inscriptions, making them mint error gold. This type of mistake is incredibly rare and immediately increases the coin's value many times over. Even more fascinating is when these missing edge lettering coins are found in perfect condition, untouched, with no signs of wear, and a beautiful golden finish. Coins that are preserved in mint state, especially those graded MS66, MS67, or even higher by trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC, are worth a tremendous amount to serious collectors. The combination of a rare error and pristine condition is the ultimate dream scenario for coin hunters, but the surprises don't stop there. Some collectors have reported double-edged lettering errors, where the coin's inscriptions appear twice, sometimes overlapping, sometimes offset. These errors are visually dramatic and incredibly desirable, especially on a limited-issue presidential coin like the Zachary Taylor dollar. If you're lucky enough to find this kind of variety on your coin, it could fetch huge bids at auction or in a private collector sale. There's also the inverted edge lettering to consider, a subtle error where the edge inscriptions appear upside down in relation to the coin's front. This variation may seem minor, but it's a highly collectible twist that adds uniqueness and distinction to an already special coin. Errors like these are hard to find and only increase in value over time, especially as more collectors become aware of their rarity. Now let's talk about striking errors. Watch out for off-center strikes. where the coin design is not aligned properly and part of the image is missing, or broad strikes, where the coin has been struck outside the normal collar and expands beyond its expected dimensions. These kinds of errors are visually striking and instantly recognizable, making them hot commodities among error specialists in the numismatic world. Collectors also seek out examples of die clash errors, where the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a coin in between, creating ghost-like impressions on the surface of future coins. These errors add an incredible element of minting mystery and artistic variation that turns an ordinary coin into a spectacular one-of-a-kind find. The demand for early presidential coins, especially those released in limited numbers with rare features, has only continued to grow. The 2009 P Zachary Taylor coin sits in a sweet spot for collectors. It's early enough in the series to carry historic weight, and it's tied to one of the shortest presidential terms in U.S. history, adding to its narrative appeal. Combine that with stunning condition and high-profile minting errors, and you have a coin that's both beautiful and highly valuable. So, how can you tell if you're holding a treasure? Begin by examining the edge closely. Use a magnifying glass to look for edge inscriptions. If they're missing, or if they appear doubled or upside down, you might have struck gold, literally. Then assess the surface of the coin. Is it bright, uncirculated, and free from nicks and blemishes? If so, you could be in possession of a top-grade specimen worthy of professional grading. And now for the most exciting part, a 2009 P Zachary Taylor presidential dollar coin, found in stunning uncirculated condition, with a confirmed missing edge lettering error, was recently sold at a major auction for an eye-popping $120,000. Yes, you heard that right. This small golden coin, once passed over in change or forgotten in bank rolls, turned out to be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery worth six figures. So what are you waiting for? Go search through your coin jars, bank rolls, and old coin sets. You never know what might be waiting in your collection. If you think you found a rare presidential dollar or need help identifying an error, drop a comment below and share your story. We love connecting with passionate collectors and helping each other uncover hidden gems. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more incredible rare coin stories, and hit the bell so you never miss a golden opportunity like this one.